Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley was released in 1987 as a part of Whenever You Need Somebody album and was added to the Just Dance mythos in 2012's Just Dance 4. It has a difficulty rating of 1, which was upgraded to easy, and never rating of low. 5 gold moves. The pictogram colors are Christine, but was updated to light heliotrope. The glove color is purple pizzazz. The lyric color is bright purple heart, but was updated to light cerise red, and it has 99 pictograms. Now let's move on to the song itself. Y'all wanted a Rickroll? Here's the Rickroll. You happy now? Great. Now let's actually review this thing. What else do you want me to say? Everything there is to be said about this song has already been said. I'm not adding anything new to the flyer by saying it's a pretty good song, so being Rickrolled isn't that bad to me. Let's just move on to the background. The routine takes place on the Big A, where Mr. Overload is seen at the top of a building with a city scene below. There are neon signs, lit buildings, and several other structures. Lasers, a Godzilla-like monster, fighter jets, a Titanic, numerous giant robots, UFOs, and meteorites are also visible in the background. During the bridge, the moon turns out to be a distress signal with a mask and moves around temporarily, which Mr. Overload seems to notice. And all the problems disappear before more appear after the bridge. A sign in the background reads sounds, but the letters U, N, and D are flickering, so SOS is read instead. There's also a sign at the very far back into the background that says Just Dance, which resembles the Hollywood sign. Of all things to theme this song around, a superhero theme for a song about never giving you up, never letting you down, never running around and deserting you? That's crazy! This is the kind of stuff I play Just Dance for. Not Just Dance 4, Just Dance FOR. In what other game, scratch that, in what other piece of media would they contextualize a song like this into a superhero thing? That is so cool, and the fact that Mr. Overload doesn't even do any actual superheroing by the end, because again, this is Just Dance, you're not supposed to have any actual violence happen, is so funny. And the Wilhelm scream? Come on, that is peak Just Dance right there. This map is actually so fantastic in general, and it really feels like they pulled out as many stops as they could for a map like this. I mean, yeah, it's still mostly 2D, but like the monster running around and the moon turning out to be a spotlight, that is so cool. It really makes you wonder, what would they do in the modern day with their modern advances? I'm gonna give this background a perfect. Now let's move on to the appearance of the coach. The dancer is a man named Mr. Overload, who is dressed up as a superhero. He has brown combed hair and wears a purple jumpsuit over his orange undershirt, an orange underwear over his jumpsuit, a yellow cape with a pair of straps, a brown belt, a vivid magenta glove, and yellow boots. He also wears an orange mask over his eyes. There are a lot of parodies of superheroes out there, and most of them kind of do it poorly. This one is done right. This one really calls out those old comic booky superheroes, where it was literally just a guy with a jumpsuit on and what looked like to be underwear on the outside. I love this design so much, and again, the superhero theme for a song like this is perfect. I love it. It's kind of basic, yeah, but you're not gonna find a suit like this in like your average costume store. So it had to be custom made to some extent. They couldn't just take a Superman suit and color it differently, you know? And the hair, that is hair to aspire for. I love this design. I'm gonna give it a perfect. Don't at me. And finally, let's move on to the gold moves. There are 5 in this routine, but they are all the same. In all of the gold moves, you simply put your left hand on your hip and open your legs and raise your arm up. Okay, so this is the one point I'm going to take away from this map. In its defense, this is probably the most climactic gold move in the whole series, or at the very least the entirety of Just Dance 4. However, I can't deny that it is super easy. So it loses major points for being super easy, but it does gain points for being climactic. So in the interest of fairness, I'm going to go down the middle of the road and give it a good. Overall, Never Gonna Give You Up gets a perfect. Do you have any suggestions? Leave them down below, and adios.